Yeah, hey, I'm here. Yes, listen. Make some fucking noise for I'm here. Boss.
Amsterdam. Vybz Kartel. There now. Watch out. When you're gonna run the miss, you're gonna need a little bit.
There are many superstars and celebrities in dancehall. Many times we speak about the greatest dancehall artists in history. But when you're talking about a celebrity status, it is something completely different. But with what we are seeing here from the release of Vybz Kartel, can Vybz Kartel be or considered the greatest celebrity in our dancehall's history?
Yo, one know this year dancehall, link and Entourage Records. One know the talk I turn in dancehall, link and Entourage Records. Your entourage, the meat you know eat from man, your ruggedness.
Bless up, and welcome back to Entourage Records. If you're new via here, please consider subscribing. Turn on your post notification bell so whenever I make a new upload, you can be the first to be notified. In the aftermath of Vybz Kartel returning to civilization, there have been a lot of questions as far as his celebrity status amongst the giants and the history of dancehall. But as we can see, the larger-than-life status that Vybz Kartel commands or Vybz Kartel bring with him is second to none. So the burning question, is there a bigger celebrity in dancehall than a Vybz Kartel? Many other greats have impacted the music with lyrics, persona, swag, charisma, and imagery. But have any one of these celebrities reached the level of a Vybz Kartel? And when we talk about levels, many people might be looking from a different perspective and draw out the comparison stick where I'm not just talking about Grammy Awards, Mobos, selling gold, platinum, diamonds, and things of that nature. I am talking about someone who not just have the ability to produce good lyrics in a song, but someone who impacts and magnetizes other people's lives by things he does and things that he says. Many dancehall pundits will make the argument for a Shaggy or a Sean Paul, but as great as they are, do they have the spine of the culture in terms of influence and the ability to control certain narrative in dancehall, like a Vybz Kartel? Or better yet, can they sway the pendulum in their favor, even if or when the evidence or the narrative or the outcome of something is looking evil Steven or against them, like a Vybz Kartel? And I'm going to give you an example of Vybz Kartel back in 2008, the morning after his Sting clash, how he spun a narrative and changed a lot of people's mind about what they were thinking by the time they got home. When Kartel departed that Sting stage that morning, when Ninja Man forward on the stage and asked who won the clash, where most of the people were saying Mavado, and Kartel on the microphone in the background tell Ninja Man es a mother. But by the time people who was leaving from Sting on their way home, Vybz Kartel already contacted Not Nice and told him about what the people in the streets were saying, so he needs him to forward to the studio as soon as possible. So just before noontime on that same morning, Vybz Kartel did a song, get it on a thumb drive, send it out to the radio stations, and that song bust that exact morning and changed the entire narrative of whoever was saying it was a draw, whoever was saying Mavado win, and even more influence the Gaza fans who were already saying Kartel won that encounter. This is one of the many reasons why some people in dancehall might refer to Vybz Kartel as Black Jesus.
We are the last man standing. Rifle shot, move the goalie banking. One of your barber shop and trim.
Not only did this song bust the same day, but it elevated Vybz Kartel dominance in the game and separated him from his competition. So most times whenever we speak about the Mount Rushmore of dancehall, there are a few names that instantly forward to our minds, like the Beenie Man, the Bounty, the Shabba, the Buju Banton, and also the Vybz Kartel. But except for Vybz Kartel, can we separate these artists from each other in terms of their celebrity status? Well, as far as greatness, all these artists are great and unique in their own way. But is there any one of these artists that stands out from the rest? I think I can make an argument for maybe a couple of them. And I will get back to that later on in the vlog. Before Vybz Kartel incarceration, many used to say he doesn't have that international success. Even Sean Paul had said at one point on an interview that the Gully Gaza feud prevented Vybz Kartel and Mavado from international success. But clearly, that narrative has been put to bed since his release, and the impact Vybz Kartel have caused and created since being released from prison. The argument that Vybz Kartel is the greatest lyricist in dancehall is without question, but is it possible that he might also be the greatest dancehall celebrity? Well, if we are judging by influence and impact alone, there's no question. But in reality, many other things would factor in it if we are judging the greatest dancehall celebrity. That's why an artist like Buju Banton have to be considered, because he is highly regarded for his powerful vocals and seamless blend of dancehall and conscious reggae music, known for breaking the record for the most #1 singles in Jamaica, previously held by Bob Marley and the Wailers. And we have to also think about Sean Paul, who dominated the 2000s with a string of international pop dancehall fusion hits like Get Busy and Temperature, bringing dancehall to the top of global charts like the US Billboard Hot 100. His mainstream success is unmatched by most other dancehall artists. And then we also have to think about Beenie Man the Doctor, known for his longevity, smooth delivery, and mainstream global success, including a Grammy Award for Best Album in 2001. He held the widely recognized King of Dancehall title for years and was instrumental in bringing the genre to a global audience. And yes, we also have to think about the great Shabba Ranks, a foundational figure who had a significant impact on hip-hop and urban Latin music like dembow and reggaeton and pop culture in the late 1980s and early 1990s with hits like Mr. Loverman. And why many might consider Worl Boss as the greatest, because he's regarded by many as the dominant force in modern dancehall and known for his prolific input, lyrical mastery, and immense cultural influence. Even while incarcerated since 2011, he's the first dancehall artist to surpass 1 billion views on YouTube and has influenced global genres like Afrobeats and hip-hop. So this probably would be a measuring stick of how we could separate these artists and make a proper judgment call on the greatest dancehall celebrity. Even though ultimately the choice of the greatest might often depend on which era and criteria, example, streaming numbers in opposed to record sales and awards, cultural impact, or live performances throughout the world. But Vybz Kartel name would definitely have to be in the mix. Viewers and subscribers, is Vybz Kartel the greatest or the biggest celebrity in our dancehall genre? And we don't want to mix it up with the greatest artist. We're talking about the biggest celebrity. Please leave your thoughts and your comment in the comment section so we can talk about it. We've come to the end of another video. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel, those who have done so as yet. Also, please turn on your post notification bell so whenever I make a new upload, you can be the first to be notified. Peace out, bless up, I'll definitely catch you in the next one.